I want to share just this thought that keeps popping up in my head. I'm not sure if it's popped up in yours, but just this thought of, man, like, what if life is never the same? And the reality is that life probably won't be the same, but that isn't always a bad thing. There's so many times in our lives that life has changed. And right now we're going through a terrible time. Let's just be real about it. And some of us, we stay in this mentality of thinking about the worst. We're thinking about everything we're losing, which is human. We're thinking about, just the stress in our life, which is human. We're thinking about the loss in our life, which are human. And guys, share this if you can. Please tag somebody to this. I would greatly appreciate it because I think somebody needs to hear it. But as I was running today, I remember something very important that I want to remind you. We're always in control of our focus. And I know it's easier said than done, guys. I know it seems like some motivational mumbo jumbo stuff, but it's real. We're always in control of what our focus is. We have to focus our focus and really control it, because just as easily as we can focus on the things we can't control, just as easy as we can focus on the things we can't control, we can focus on the things that we can control. Just as easy as I can focus on, man, life is never going to be the same. I can focus on, life is going to be better. Just as easy as I can say, I'm stuck in the house, I can easily say, I'm safe in the house. And so I really want you to be mindful of your focus. I want you to be mindful of your energy, and you really have to protect it, man. I mean, the reason I come out here is to protect my peace, because every time I pick up my phone, it's something else. And it's feeding that monster of life will never be the same. My life is over. Speaking in front of people and impacting people is over. I can live in that, or I can live in what I have. And if you truly just look around and really stop programming yourself and allowing the news and your friends to program yourself to see everything wrong that's going on, you will see a lot of right that's going on. You will see a lot of beauty around here. As I just said, this climb sucked. I'm tired. I'm out of breath. I need some oxygen. But at the same time, this climb was worth it because I got to see a beautiful sunset as I'm overlooking the trees and seeing God's natural canvas and seeing God's masterpiece. And so, please, it's hard. I understand that. But please, every time those thoughts of life will never be the same, be like, okay, cool. Life is never going to be the same. Why can't that be a good thing? I'm glad my life wasn't the same as it was 10 years ago. I'm glad my life had changed. I'm glad better things came in my life. Now, it sucks when it's inconvenient. That's why I have this shirt on right now. This is my favorite quote. Commitment means staying loyal to what you said you were going to do long after the mood you set in has left you. That's commitment. And inconvenience right now is exposing a lot of people's character. Inconvenience right now is exposing a lot of people's faith. And I'm not picking on you because, trust me, I'm human too. It creeps up in my mind, but I have to fight it. I refuse to let this thing defeat me. I refuse to get to the end of next year and say, I went through that season for no reason. I got nothing beautiful out of it. I refuse to say, it's the next season. It's the next year. It's the next 5 years. And I refuse to say no harvest came from this. I want you to understand, just because it's storming right now doesn't mean a harvest can't come from the storm. But you got to make up your mind. You got to make up your mind and tell yourself, I'm never going to be the same physically. I get it. You're locked in the house, but why can't you change your body? You can control what you put in your body. You can control what you do with your body. Easier said than done, right? But at the end of the day, it must be done. You can control your mental health. I've been telling all these people, and I'm not saying don't take care of yourself, don't protect yourself because it's necessary. But we're so particular of our physical bodies, which is important. People are buying sanitizer, toilet paper when if they wanted to, they can really wash their butt with water. Side note, I've not had nothing to do with that, but I just thought I would mention. People buying all these things, all these things to protect their body, to all the Lysol. And I want to say something real quick, and don't take this out of context. But just as important it is to protect your body, it's important to protect your mindset. You hear me? Clean gloves might clean your hands, but it won't cleanse your mind. Sanitizer might sanitize the surfaces, but it won't sanitize your soul. Washing, spraying, what's the other thing people have that a lot of people are getting? Spraying, I can't even think right now, but getting all those things, man, I get it, but you might be protecting your house and doing all these things, which is necessary. But don't forget to protect your soul, because the reality of this is this virus is going to destroy way more people mentally than it is physically. Unemployment, divorces are going to rise, suicide rates are going to rise. All these things are going to rise because all these emotions are going to come up and nobody's not going to know what to do with their emotions. That's why I'm fighting every single time I come on here to tell you to protect your mental health, to tell you to protect your peace, because I know if you lose the war here, everything else doesn't matter. The greatest loss you can have is an emotional loss. Physically, we can bounce back. So as you're being particular with all these physical things, make sure you don't neglect your health. Make sure that you don't neglect your mindset, because it's very important. And this will pass. And when it passes, I want you to be able to look back and say, dang, because of that, I got better. Dang, because of that, I deepened my relationship with my kids. Dang, because of that, I deepened my relationship with my spouse. Dang, I became closer to God. Like, that thing was supposed to harm me, but God, you know what? Once I embraced it, it really worked out for my good. Dang, I lost that job, but maybe I lost that job to find my purpose. I know how it feels to lose a job that you truly care about. I know how it feels to be unemployed, like straight up. And I know how that unemployment led me to what I do today. So I'm not saying that's the case for everybody. I'm not undermining anybody struggling, what people are going through. I know we're losing things and it sucks. But at the end of the day, you're in control of your focus. And what you choose to focus on will determine the quality of your mental health and will determine if you have peace or if you have chaos. And realize this, the news benefits off of panic. Panic sells. Panic is profitable. That's why they don't sell peace. That's why we hear more about how many people are dying than how many people are recovering. So guard your heart, guard your mind, guard your soul. Share this with somebody who needs it, but I'm going to keep delivering for you guys, man. I'm here. I'm fighting just like you guys, and I'm here protecting my peace. So I love you. I'll talk to you soon. It's rehab time. Let's get it. Straight up.